There's a lot of discussion right now on the internet, and has been for the past year or two, about high value in terms of a high value woman and a high value man and things like that. And a number of you have asked me lately, how does the Alpha Male 2.0 define high value in terms of a high value woman? Now, what's interesting is I don't even like that term. I think that term sends you down a rabbit hole that doesn't make sense and doesn't matter what's high value. Who cares what's high value? See, I'm going to give you a detailed analysis in a second. But my opinion on this is high value is what you like. That's it. So what's high value to me? Pretty, sexual, low drama, low jealousy. That's what I like. Now, is that low value to everyone? No, it's not. Some men who are more like right-wing Andrew Tate types would say what's high value is submissive, who does what I say. Other men who are more societally brainwashed would say high value is a really smart girl who went to college and has a great career, has a high IQ and is going to med school. So high value really is, what do you like? Hang on. But I will give you an answer, because there is an answer. So in the world of Alpha Male 2.0, as many of you know, we have three types of relationships. There are three levels. There's FB, MLTR, and OLTR. If you're not familiar with these, FB is a woman that you're hooking up with, and she's your friend, but that's it. You're having sex, and she's your friend with benefits, or fuck buddy. That's it. You're not dating her. You don't go on a date. You don't spend the night. You don't travel with her. She's your friend you have sex with. That's FB. Next up is MLTR. That is a woman you're dating, and you really do like. You might even like her a lot, but you're totally non-monogamous and non-exclusive. You can date multiple women. You can have several MLTRs and date and have feelings for all of them. It's a non-monogamous, non-exclusive relationship, okay? The next level above that is OLTR. That is the Alpha Male 2.0 equivalent of a girlfriend. So in that, just like an MLTR, except you are not allowed to date anyone, you can only have sex with people. So you cannot have an OLTR and MLTRs, you can only have an OLTR and FBs. So it is an open relationship, but it is emotionally exclusive. Make sense? Because she's your girlfriend. You've made actual commitments and promises to this person, whereas an MLTR, you haven't. If you move in with your OLTR, that becomes your OLTR wife, because now you're living the lifestyle of a married man, regardless of what paperwork you've signed. Cool? Cool. So, when you look at what is high value, it depends on which of these levels you're talking about. So in terms of FB, what is high value as an FB? It's not even a relevant question. FBs do not have to be high value. They really don't. I have had FBs in my life who were drug addicts. I've had FBs who had really fucked up personal lives. They were pretty, they were good looking. I've had FBs who were just total bitches. Not to me, I don't do drama, but they were bitches to everyone I knew, everyone else. So, and it's okay because they're just FBs. There is this weird thing that has come out of the red pill world in the last several years in particular, where this weird framing of every woman I have sex with must be wife quality, or at least girlfriend quality, which is the stupidest goddamn fucking thing on earth. The vast majority of sex you're gonna have in your life, if you're a normal man who has sex, is with women who are not wife quality. I have had sex with a huge amount of women, far more than many of you will ever see in 5x of your lifetimes. Okay, I'm not bragging, I'm just giving you the stats. Okay, I'm just giving you the honest truth here. The vast majority of these women were nowhere near OLTR quality. OLTR quality is rare. That's unusual. Most women will not qualify for OLTR. So for you to say I can only have sex with women who are wife quality is the dumbest goddamn thing on earth. Wear a really good condom and enjoy her. I have said many times that when I go on a first date with a woman, I only have two qualifications for her to be in my sex life as an FB or MLTR. It takes a while to qualify for OLTR, but FB or MLTR I can do immediately, okay? I, Caleb Jones, only have two qualifications. Number one, she has to be hot. To me. We all have different opinions about this. She has to be hot to me. Hot, hot, hot. Not cute. Now, most of you would say cute or hot. Some of you do average cute or hot. You decide what you want based on where your confidence is. For me, you better be smoking hot, because I already have smoking hot women in my life. If anyone new could say, you better be fucking gorgeous. All right, so she has to be hot. Number one. Number two, she has to be low drama to me. Not a low drama person. She could be a psycho bitch from hell. Fine with me. I don't care. I'll just make her an FB. But she has to be low drama to me. So if you're hot and low drama to me, you're in. I am not one of these red pill guys or tradcon guys who has this big checklist of stuff like a 35-year-old woman provider hunter saying, okay, let's see, are her parents still married? Let's see, is she a Christian? How tall is she? How is she appropriately dressed? Did she go to school? Did she vote for Biden? I don't do any of that bullshit because I'm not a chick. Is she hot? Is she low drama to me? She's in. I don't care how dumb she is or smart she is. I don't care, because if she's dumb or has a fucked up life, great. I take a stamp with the words letter FB on it, and I stamp it on her forehead. FB, sweetheart, great. And I'm going to treat her very nicely, because the F in FB stands for friend. I'm going to be nice to her and treat her like a friend. And I'm going to keep her in my life forever, unless she starts giving me drama, which is rare with FBs, or she leaves me, which is common with FBs, but if they come back, I have a 94% return rate. Or the only other scenario would be if she gets really fat. If she gets fat, I can't be sexually aroused by a fat woman. Men need to be sexually aroused in order to have sex. Women don't. That's why you have lube. So as long as you have lube nearby, women don't need to be aroused, but men do. So if you're ugly, I can't make that work because I won't be able to get hard and have sex with you. Okay? All right. So that's FB. Let's take it up a notch now and go to MLTR. What is high value for an MLTR? Well, again, it doesn't actually matter that much. You see the recurring theme here? You can have MLTRs, as I've talked about. MLTR, unlike FB or OLTR, which is a static condition, MLTR is a range. So it's a 1 to 10 scale in terms of how much you like her and how serious you are. So you can have an MLTR who on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 2. It's like right above an FB. That's called a low-end MLTR, which means you like her, she's great, go on dates, but you'd never make her your girlfriend. She doesn't qualify. But you still like her a lot, she's wonderful. Okay? So that's a 2. So does she need to be high value? No. No, she doesn't. She has to qualify for MLTR, which means she has to be cool with you seeing other women. She has to survive the talk, which happens 3 to 5 months into the relationship where you verbalize to her that you're non-monogamous and there will be other women. She has to have survived that. And that's it. But that's nothing to do with value, right? Other than the basics. She has to be nice to you and not jealous and not scream and yell. Here's another one. She can't be a gold digger. So let's add some requirements for OLTR. She can't be a total fucking gold digger. Now, if you are a wealthy guy, maybe you don't care. I know there are some older wealthy guys who don't care. And I care a lot about that. I have a thing about that. I always have. But there's a lot of old men who don't give a fuck. They just kind of surrender and say, well, I got to pay for it anyway. All right, fine. I'm not in that category. But okay, fine. Other than that, can't be a gold digger. Can't be demanding. So a woman can be low drama, but make demands. I call it the double Ds. Drama demands. Can't give me drama. Can't tell me what to do. Sorry, sweetheart. So you can have women who are like moderate dominance or stronger independence, or even in some cases, angry submissives, 3 types of women. Well, they'll tell you what to do. They'll make demand. Well, if you're going to see me, you have to do this and this and this. No, you're out. I had an experience many years ago where I was seeing a woman over the age of 33, of course. She was like 34, I think. Very pretty, blonde, amazing shape, fantastic. This is many years ago. And amazingly got to sex with her relatively quickly because I usually take some time with those women. We had sex once. It was great. We had sex a second time at her house, at her apartment house. Yep. And we were still in bed after having sex. I rolled over and we're looking at this thing, we was talking. And she would be great up until then. Okay, so this is probably the 4th time I've seen her, right? I'm like, wow, this might be an exception to the rule. Maybe she's an over 33 woman who's chill. This is before I met Pink Firefly. Or maybe when Pink Firefly was an FB, I don't remember. But immediately the demands start coming out of nowhere. She goes, okay, so the next time you see me, you have to take me to dinner, and you have to buy me da-da-da, and you have to da-da-da-da-da, and you have to text me da-da-da, and she started rattling off these things like a checklist, just out of the blue. And I remember thinking, oh, gross. I remember this moment staring up at her ceiling, listening to her go off with her stupid demands. Her provider hunter over 3 demands. You need to do this, and you do that, and you do this. And I went, oh, God, you fucked it up. You ruined it. We could have gotten married, sweetheart, but you fucked this up because you threw demands at me. I don't do that. So a woman who is demanding under this model is low value. Now, if she's an MLTR, she can be a demanding FB. She can demand all she wants. Not going to do it. Don't care. She doesn't like it, she can leave. Let's see that FB. Make sense? See how this works? Okay. OLTR. Now we're getting to the area where high value does make some sense. And so now we have to get to an area where we're qualifying our women. So as I've talked about many times, the Alpha 2.0 model is FBs and MLTRs can become an FB or an MLTR immediately as soon as you start, on the first date, second date, third date, as soon as you have sex. You can make her an OLTR. You have to make sure she qualifies. You can just make that decision on your own. And you can upgrade or downgrade later if you need to. I've talked about this in other contexts. OLTR is different. I have said many times, the requirement for OLTR is she needs to be an MLTR for at least 6 months. 6 months, and she's survived the talk, and there's been no major problems whatsoever in that entire 6-month period. Then you can consider upgrading her to OLTR. For the record, Pink Firefly was an FB for a year, an MLTR for about 8 or 9 months before we even started talking about her going to OLTR. And she didn't go to OLTR immediately. It was like a 3-month process for her to qualify that once we started talking about it. So she was in my dating life damn near 2 years before I made her my girlfriend. Not just married, not moving in together, just girlfriend. That's appropriate, okay? You gotta make sure. And so, well, what qualifies one for OLTR? Well, several things. Number one, it's all the same requirements as the MLTR. Low drama, low jealousy, no demands, survive the talk, okay? First thing. Second thing, she wants long-term what you want, more or less. If you want no kids and she wants 3 kids, she does not qualify. But that has nothing to do with value. Do you see the point here about why I don't like high value? It doesn't mean much. What is high value to you? So if you absolutely don't want any kids ever, any woman, even the most amazing woman on earth that you meet who desperately wants 3 children is low value. It's not about value, it's about what you want. So in terms of number of kids, whether or not she wants to get legally married, if you're going to move out of the collapsing West, this is part of what I've talked about, the OLTR talk. I talk about this in my books. Okay? The OLTR talk is not the talk, that's different. The OLTR talk is all the negatives she will experience if she gets long-term serious with you and moves in with you. I did this to Big Firefly. I listed out 5 negatives. I said, I'm going to bang women, other women besides you, for the rest of my life. I'll be doing it into my 70s. And you're never going to change my mind, and I'm never going to change my mind. So don't think you can change me. I'm going to do this, period. That's the way it goes. If you don't like it, find someone else. Okay? I didn't say it that aggressively, but I did say this. Okay? I'm going to move out of the United States. If you want to stay in the United States, I am not your guy. Find someone else. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I told her that. I have grown children, and I'm a workaholic, and I gave her all the negatives. You would say things like not only just non-monogamy, but if you're moving out of the country. If you spend a lot of time with your buddies at the bar, hey, I'm not like this, but some of you are. Hey, man, listen. Hey, woman. Hey, girlfriend. Hey, OLTR candidate. 3 times a week, I go to the bar with my buddies, and I'm going to keep doing that forever. You don't like it, you need to find someone else. Sorry. And you mean it. And you mean it. So she has to qualify for that talk. If she qualifies for that talk, and she's low drama, low jealousy, low demands, all that other stuff, she's hot to you, she matches everything you want in terms of kids and all that stuff, then she is, to you, high value. And now you can upgrade her to OLTR. And then you watch her very carefully and see if she qualifies for you to move in with her. That's another qualification. Pink Firefly had to wait another 2.5 years before I moved in with her. Take this shit very slowly. Can't say that enough, because too many of you guys move too fast, get all excited. All right? Especially you monogamy idiots. All right? So that's the bottom line in terms of being high value. It is not about high value. It is about, other than the baseline of drama, demands, and putting up with non-monogamy, being okay with it. She doesn't love it. She just be okay with it. Other than that, which is a baseline for all the women, value is what you define as value. What I were to define as a high value woman right now, Caleb Jones, at my income level, at my sexual experience, at my age of 51, is going to be very different than what you would define high value if you're a 27-year-old guy who makes $40,000 a year and you live in the UK. It's all subjective, minus those 3 or 4 traits I just gave you. Make sense? And that's it. Real simple. Do you want to get residency in another country and don't know how to get started and want us to do it for you? Or do you just want to hang out with us and me and the rest of the gang on various events we have planned all over the world? We have 5 events that are open for enrollment right now. We have Get Residency in Paraguay. We'll get you your residency in Paraguay. We have Get Residency and a corporation in Dubai, which is the United Arab Emirates. We have Get Residency in Mexico. We also have Get Residency in Armenia. We also have a Dubai Super Conference, which is the first week of November. Last several days, pretty inexpensive. You can just hang out with us. We have a bunch of events planned in Dubai. It'll be great. If you have any interest in any of these events, The deadlines for these events are approaching the end of October for most of them, or for many of them. So there's a deadline for you to sign up for these. So if you have any interest on any of these events or getting residency or just hanging out with us, you want to go to calebjones.com/events. And that lists all the events, links to all the events, all the pertinent information, the deadlines, all that good stuff. calebjones.com/events. The deadline is approaching for some of these events, the end of October, and then you can't sign up. So if you have any interest in getting residency or hanging out with us, calebjones.com/events.